Hello, students, and welcome to Experimental Psychology. And now this is your Experimental Psychology workbook, and this is the page that you're looking at. This is a table of contents. It actually have three parts. Now the general part you see there are the table of contents, which is the page you're seeing, and then there is syllabus, and there is the classroom, and then there are some classroom policies in there. And then now part B is expressing your idea. This will gonna give you some writing guidelines when it comes to how you can be able to express your ideas clearly and succinctly. And being that this is a writing intensive course, it becomes very critical that you do this well in this class if you want to get a good grade. And C is the practice questions. This is going to have some homework, and then there are going to be critiques in here, and then there are some in-class classroom questions. Um, and then there are some practice questions for computer practical. All right, now let's take a look at the syllabus. Okay, I am your professor, Professor Chen, and the best way to to reach me is email me. And then now this course is going to be mostly done asynchronously, and the only time that we are going to meet synchronously is going to be Mondays from 10 to 11 a.m. And you don't, and this is mainly for questions and answers. If everything in the online version that you're going through when you're going through the Blackboard is clear, it's not necessarily that you come. So you should come only when you have like clear questions that you have in mind. If there's something in the lectures that you aren't so sure, where if some you're stuck writing, let's say your lab report where you're stuck writing something, and then we're like a discussion point, then this is something that you should take advantage of. Definitely come for the synchronous online meeting. And the Zoom link is going to be provided in the announcement. Okay. Now the goals of the course, it's over here. You can read it on the syllabus by yourself, but mainly it's to write scientifically in APA style, and it's to understand the basic construction and evaluation of scientific experiments and so forth. Okay. Now, when it comes to the grading, uh, there are going to be two exams. There's going to be one midterm and one final. Each one counts as 100 points. And then now there are going to be three lab reports. In Psychology 213, you are required to submit three lab reports on studies conducted throughout the semester. Okay. Now each one is going to be 100 points of your grade in the class. Now, the way that you want to submit this is submitted via Blackboard. And then I'm not going to take any late work, and I don't take reasons such as crash computers, fail hard drives, all that thing as excuses for lab reports. And then now one of the things that a lot of students do is they love using Google Docs because it's a free version of a word processor, and that's totally fine. But I want to say that when you are downloading it from a finished Google Doc, you can download them as a Microsoft Word file. And so when you submit your file, only submit them as Microsoft Word file because this is a lot easier for me to make comments. Okay. And the quality of writing should absolutely be a very high quality of writing. Okay, and now the next one I want to kind of talk about is the practical. So the computer practical is kind of similar to a large set of data analysis that you have done similar in your statistics lab course exam. And then, so now in the practical, you'll be given a word problem with raw data, and your job is to answer the questions related to the research problem with the help of computer software. If you remember the Excel that you have to do, and then and also the SPSS that you have to do in statistics lab, yes, they're coming back, and with a vengeance. So you're going to be using a lot of them in this class. Basically, I think in your week number 4, most of them and the majority of your week number 4 is going to be focused on this computer practical. Okay, and the last 100 points is that throughout the semester there will be occasional online quizzes and discussions, and each assignment is worth 20 points. And here are all the grading policies, class policies, and frequently asked questions and exams. Everything is a fair game, and the format of your exam is multiple choice. And then the reading articles, they are going to be on Blackboard under the content folder, and they're going to go under the module that is divided up weekly. Okay, now the best way to reach me is by email, and especially if you cannot make it to the synchronous online office hours. So please email me to set up another time to talk to me through the Zoom meeting. Okay, now makeup test policy. There are no makeup test policy unless you can give me a good reason, such as if you're really sick or you have some prior engagement, like someone's engagement party or wedding or whatnot, you know. So these are the stuff that are legitimate reasons, and so just please can just kind of I need some evidence to in order to give you the makeup test policy to make the to give you the test makeup test, I mean. Okay, and then now the fifth thing I want to talk about is academia honesty and integrity. So now the CUNY's academic honesty policy is posted on Blackboard, and then read this carefully. Okay, so cheating and plagiarism are not tolerated, and you will fail automatically in this class. Okay, in this class, we are going to go through specifically what is plagiarism, and then I'm going to give an entire lecture on it. Okay, so there is no reason that you should plagiarize in this class. Now, test curves and extra credits, there are no curves on test. Okay, and then occasionally there are some extra credit assignments throughout the course, so look out for them. Now, grade grievances. Now, so occasionally students have issues accepting the grades that they earned on the paper exams, as now, which I understand because there are some discrepancy of opinions. So if you really feel that you answer some questions correctly on the exam, or that the paper was written in a higher level than the grade that you earned, you should defend your grade by doing the following. You should first type an essay, and then prepare a 5 to 10 minute PowerPoint presentation. And then I will first read your essay, and if I'm happy with them, then I will hear your PowerPoint presentation to make sure that you actually wrote these essays. Okay, and each individual point of scrutiny will require multiple essays for presentation. So example, if you feel strongly about questions 5, 8, and 12 on the midterm, then you should prepare 3 defense essays and 3 corresponding PowerPoint presentation, 1 essay and 1 PowerPoint presentation for each question. And this is the only proper channel for resolving grade grievances. Okay, and now I know that things goes crazy sometimes in the family emergencies. Now, if you want to get something like a grade of incomplete, you are allowed to do so, but you need just remember that you need to give me some reason why you deserve a grade of incomplete. Now, one thing is that the grade of incomplete is that you should only opt for it when you have done majority of the work in the class. If you have done nothing so far, and then at the end of the semester you want a grade of incomplete, I'm sorry that there is no way that that can be, and because not because I won't do that personally, but it's because actually the school policy is against this. The school policy states that you need to have complete a certain amount of work in the class, and maybe there's only 1 or 2 things that's missing from your grade, and there's reasonable expectations that you will actually complete this everything that is needed, then you can get a grade of incomplete, and you must resolve them by the next semester, the end of the next semester. Okay, and class reading, I know this is a 6 weeks, like a 15-week class crammed into 6 weeks. So really try to keep up with the assigned reading. Yeah, and the breakdown of your grades are here. So to calculate your grade, you just take all your total points you earned and divide by 7. Okay, so one thing that I just want to kind of add at the very end is that uh, I mean, you should try to have fun in this class, and this class is actually a lot of fun if you work hard. And I know it's a lot of work to write three full papers in 6 weeks. And, but honestly, these papers are not that difficult, especially when I kind of tell you exactly what you should write and what you should kind of put in the paper. So it really shouldn't be that difficult. All you need to do is really just to pay attention what is going on in the lectures. And if there's any questions, just reach out to me in email. Okay.